Abby. My name's Beth. I'm one of the registered nurses. I came in today to work with you on checking your blood sugar. It's a little more difficult since you had a stroke and you don't have use of that right arm. So the good thing is you're left-handed. So we'll at least be able to work on that and have you try to check your own blood sugars, because it's going to be really important for you to check those when you go home. Okay? So we're going to walk through this. This is the glucometer that we recommend from Walmart, just because it's much easier with one hand. So I'm going to go ahead and have you hold on to that with your left hand and open it up with your thumb. Go ahead and dump out a strip. And then we're going to have you put the machine in your right hand, kind of cup your hand so that you can hold the container in your hand. Kind of makes it a little easier, a little steadier for you to go ahead and put the strip in. And then what we're going to do is you're going to choose a finger that you're going to stick. And so we're going to have you go ahead and clean that with an alcohol swab. And you will have to be creative in how you open it. Okay, so if you go ahead and clean your finger. And you always want to use the side of your finger. So you're not poking the tips of your finger, always the side. You might want to dry it off. Just make sure you don't have any alcohol on there. It will cause the reading to be different if you do have alcohol on there. Okay, you can go ahead and poke your finger. Go ahead and get the blood on fill that little window. Now that's going to take 10 to 15 seconds to go ahead and read. All right. So now what I wanted to go over with you why that was doing that is because of the short-term memory issues that you've been having since your stroke, we thought that it was appropriate to make you a poster that you'll take home with you that shows the steps of checking your blood sugar. So the first slide shows you opening the container. The second slide shows putting the strip actually into the container. And then you're going to clean your finger, always remembering to use the side of your finger. And then the lancet, you're going to poke and have the blood come. And then you're going to apply the blood to the strip and fill the yellow window on the strip. And then it waits 10 to 15 seconds before you get your reading. Now, so you'll take this home with you, put it up there so that you can refer to it in case you would forget the steps on how to do this, okay? One of the other things that we're going to be sending you home with is a binder to keep track of all of your blood sugars. It's going to be really important for you to check your blood sugar 4 times a day, when you first wake up in the morning, before lunch, before supper, and at bedtime. We would like you to go ahead and record the blood sugars, each and every one of them, every day in this binder. You're going to follow up with your primary care physician in 1 week. And when you go to that appointment, we would like you to take this binder with you with all your blood sugars in it. It's going to let the physician know what your blood sugars have been running and if we need to have any adjustments in your medications, okay? Now, right now, your blood sugar is 126. So according to the sliding scale, you're not going to need any insulin coverage right now. If for some reason your blood sugar is below 70, if you start to feel sweaty, if you feel clammy, if you feel like you're dizzy, you need to check your blood sugar. If it's below 70, you need to eat a snack. We do recommend you keep a piece of candy or peanut butter crackers beside your bed in case in the middle of the night your blood sugar would drop. But any other time that you're up and around and can get it, it's a good idea to have a glass of milk, some peanut butter crackers, cheese and crackers. Try to take in protein. When you take in protein, it raises your blood sugar and it keeps it at an even keel. Where if you use juice or something, it will raise it very quickly, but it's also going to drop off then quickly. So we want to try to sustain that blood sugar at a good level for a while, okay? So we would prefer that you use a protein, okay? So if it's too high, though, if your blood sugar would be 400 or above, then we would like you to call the physician, your primary care physician, let them know that it's that high so that they can give you a dose to use at that time, okay? Because you don't want it that high. That's too high.
Okay.
All right? Remember, you need to be hydrated, so you need to be drinking fluids. That's a good thing to be doing. You need to watch how many carbohydrates you take in and avoid any added sugars to foods, okay? And like I said, because you have the arm paralyzed, you know, it's a little more tricky to manage your diabetes, but you can do it, okay? So don't be discouraged. We have a lot of patients that go home on this regimen, and you seem to be able to handle it pretty well. Is there any questions you have?
No, I think you answered the questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.